Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to preface this video by saying it is not a tutorial, but it means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own project. If you're like me and really enjoy having something on while you work, sometimes the content you like is very visually engaging and you're several hours in and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your project as you would have liked to. So that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. It is Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, we've made it, just a couple more days to go, and then it will be the weekend again. So I hope you are as excited for it as I am. Today we are continuing with my cousin's sock, not my cousin's daughter's sock, but her sock, the parent of the cousin's daughter. We are just barely getting started here. If you remember from Monday, we have been working on our 2x2 rib of the cuff, and if you remember from Monday as well, we're only doing a little bit of cuff, and then the shaft of the leg, which will also be relatively short, will be stockinette, because we are thinking of efficiency, and moving the yarn like this all the time isn't efficient for me. So as much as it's pretty, I'm thinking of speed. We made it. We got my cousin's daughter's sock done on last Friday. And when you see this, it'll be last Friday. So we're going to work on this. And we just finished on Monday the 8th row. So we are starting on 9. I'm doing 10 rows of 2x2 rib, and then I'm going to go into my stockinette. So let us begin. I left you guys on a cliffhanger last time by saying I had some stuff going on this weekend and I was hoping you had a good weekend. So here's the tea. If you're familiar with that phrase, it's like, here's the scoop, here's the lowdown, here's some information, some gossip. Though I have no one to gossip about, really. So it's just me. But so here's a whole, I'm trying to think, like, how do I set this story up? There's really no, I mean, it's not very suspenseful, you know, I'm not all that exciting, but different things in my life are exciting to me, because I don't do much, so when little things happen, it's like a big deal. And one of those big deals is that a week from this week, next weekend, I'm like, the frame of when things are happening is weird because of when I film things, so I have to remember to talk as if it's the future, but it's the past at the time I'm speaking. Anyway, so a weekend from now, my partner is going to have a shipping container delivered to our residence, and they're going to be plopping it in the parking lot, and it's supposed to be full of their stuff. Some of the things being a 65-inch television, because why? A mattress, and a lot of their childhood memorabilia, like gaming consoles, which one of those gaming consoles is what I bought them, and they stowed it away at their parents' residence. Old skateboards, some of them actually broken, and old collectible Mountain Dew cans and bottles from who knows when, and I think a couple swords, like katanas, which is just Japanese for swords, couple swords, but Japanese swords, and I think that might be, and the entertainment center for the actual television. Now the television belongs to their parents. The mattress belongs to their parents. It just happened to be in their room that was their designated room when they would go to visit. So the mattress is actually okay. you know, they didn't have a lot of house guests, so it wasn't like people were sleeping on it all the time. And we actually took their mattress from like high school with us when we moved into our first place together. So we haven't used this mattress that's coming, except for when we stayed over their parents' house a couple of years ago. But the point is, when we moved to the place we live, one home ago, I purchased our mattress we currently have. And we've been living in this place for almost 4 years. And mattresses usually need to be replaced, like every 5 to 6 years, depending on, you know, what the quality of the mattress is, you know, weight distribution, all that stuff. But considering that our mattress is still within the time frame of it being okay, I have my reservations, you know. I'm like, I paid. This was something my partner at the time wasn't working, so I foot the bill for that mattress. I had it on an installment plan, so I wasn't like in the hole. The mattress we had before that was just this horrible chunk of memory foam that we had bought from Walmart, because at the time we got rid of the mattress that they had since they were a child that we had absorbed from moving in together. So we went from really old, not so great mattress to new, cheap mattress that was okay, but still it didn't have a good, it was very warm. So we got very hot. So that mattress was like, I don't know, $200-300 or something like that. So we're like, it's from Walmart. We'll have the people take it out. We'll get a new one. You know, we'll upgrade. And so I found a bed, and I was like, cool, I'll buy this one. So the one that we have now is the one that I bought. So I'm feeling like, one, it's still within the time frame of it being okay to use. It's fine, it works. It's not the most, I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable, but I've slept on more comfortable mattresses, but I also haven't had the money to buy something like that. And portability, payment, interest, all that stuff, it just worked out better for us at the time, especially because I was the one who had to pay for it and all of the other things that came with moving and stuff like that, because my partner didn't have a job at the time. So fast forward to now, and they're like, hey, my parents are sending this mattress. By the way, their parents are downsizing. They currently live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a lot of stuff, because they had taken it with them from when they moved before. So no offense to anyone who is of the era where bigger is better, but they have a lot of big, bulky stuff that is just not conducive to people like us who are mobile. We rent, and where we live right now is not a permanent lease. And it's really, where we live is conducive to my job. So as soon as I don't have this job anymore, we're not going to be in this apartment. And even sooner than that, we might move, because of the leasing terms based on what we have and rent and everything and different agreements and stuff like that. I know we will not be here much longer. I would be surprised if we're here a full other year, but realistically, considering how the economy is looking right now, we might be. How rentals are looking right now, we might be, but if it was a normal time, we would be gone for sure. at the end of middle of next year, 2021. But nonetheless, the point is that we move a lot. And I just know that having a lot of bulky stuff, especially if we don't know what kind of size of apartment we're going to have next year, is going to make sense. And I am not a person, like, the TV we have right now is 32 inches. Got it at Costco, really cheap, but it works. I and my partner do not watch sports ball. We do not watch big event things where we have a lot of people over, where we need a big TV, nor do we have a giant living room where we need a big TV. We just don't need a big TV. And I've expressed this to my partner, but they want to turn it into an extension of their computer setup. They want to watch movies, but they already have 6 monitors, and probably all their computers, like their computer screens together, are bigger than the TV that's arriving next weekend. So I'm just like, are you crazy? So I thought about it some more. I warmed up to the idea. I was like, okay, look. What we're gonna do, if you really want this mattress, you will have to pay to have the other one properly disposed of, preferably donated to a charitable organization that needs mattresses, because it's still a good mattress. So I said, okay, you pay for that, and then I'll count that as like the pay that I lost from getting rid of this mattress before the value had fully depreciated, and all that, because I'm like, I paid for this all out of my own pocket, so I'm a little salty that I'm getting rid of something before I feel like I got the value of it. And so they're like, that seems fair. But their parents are so adamant about them having all of this stuff now that they have to also pay for the shipping container to come. They're splitting it with their family. But they're literally just like only taking out of it what they asked for. So their parents are putting like the game systems, the skateboards, the knickknacks, the patio axe, the give a dog a bones in this shipping container. And then my partner is going to rummage through it, grab everything out they need, and then ship it back, I guess. It's a bizarre setup. And I was like, this is cheaper than just having the stuff shipped to you that you want. I don't know. So, all of that is to say that I'm still feeling a little bit weird about it. I'm trying to be more open to these ideas, but at the same time, I'm just like, that's gonna be so much more we have to worry about taking with us. Furniture taking with us to a new place that I don't think my partner really wants to pay their half of the moving expenses when we have all this bulky stuff. Like a mega TV that we can't even fit in the car to take. That's what we did last year. We took the TV with us in the trunk. So, what? Consoles I'm for. Consoles are fine, because one is actually one I bought them that they haven't used in several years, because they packed it up and had it, they drove it down to their parents' house a while ago. But I used to be a gamer, believe it or not. I love to play like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, a lot of those silly platform games that are not scary. So I have my games with me. I brought them when I moved out of my parents' house. So I was like, I'm totally fine with having a game system, because, I might be in the mood to play now that they're available to me. It's been ages since I've played, but I still have my game files and all that. So I'm open to that idea. But this weekend, which is why my nails still aren't painted, I was in here feverishly going through all of my own possessions and deciding on how to consolidate things. What did I trust to put in the basement that I don't touch often but is still of use to me? Mainly books that I've read already that I feel like our basement doesn't get super humid, so thankfully I don't think they're going to get mold. They're off of the ground so they won't get wet. And I'm hoping that they survive at least the next few months before I can figure out what other arrangement to do with them. So we'll see. We'll see. So I'll continue this story on Friday for you, but we're almost done. We have one more row and then we will be ready to go to just the stockinette part. So thank you for listening, letting me vent to you about my woes of being a cohabiter, and I'll see you next time. Bye.